Over the years of church history, 2,000 of them, a lot of things have happened to the church. We've come a long way. And there's been this process of God doing things in the church. The most obvious recent ones, of course, are like the Reformation. That was a big change. Martin Luther and all of that. And in the last 100 years, there's been the Pentecostal movement, the charismatic movement. They're big changes as well. And even within Catholicism, there's been big changes too, with Vatican II and trying to encourage their people to share the gospel. And then the most recent big change is, they call it ecumenism. It's a funny name, but it means church unity, or trying to all love one another. The idea that the church is changing is a true idea. And the reason it's changing is because God is maturing his church. Here at Peace, we summarize this change with this idea that God is taking his people, or taking the church from being organizational to being relational. So the church has been denominational, it's been institutional, it's been structural. You know, there's been all these systems and denominations and hierarchies and all of that's necessary and important, but those things themselves are not actually the church. Those are things that just help the church. But God is in this process of changing the church to make us relational. So there's something in the heart which connects us to other Christians. And of course, Jesus and his disciples, they didn't have an organization or a denomination, but they simply had a relationship. And we always say Christianity is not a religion, it's a relationship. Well, the Lord's at work and Christianity is changing. And so there's this process going on, and we call it, here at Peace, we call it the apostolic message, the message of the apostles to love one another, the idea that you surrender your hearts to those over you in the Lord and they care for you, this connection of hearts, this serving God together, and even churches in the same city or region, churches working together, the body of Christ being made up of love and relationships. So yeah, God has been at work in his church over many, many years, Martin Luther and all these different things, but he's at work now more than ever, changing us to make us more and more connected by the heart.